Hi, I'm Reggie Witherspoon. I'm the head men's basketball coach at the University at Buffalo. You know, I think we're different in a lot of ways. Obviously, we lost some very key people. We have some growing to do in terms of trying to be better at playing together. But I think we've got some exciting parts. We just got to find a way to fit those parts together. That's certainly going to be a big part of the challenge. They haven't had to fill those roles before, and it's typically a little easier if you have 3 or 4 seniors to go along with those. But we have just 2 seniors on the roster, and so a big part of it's going to be maturity. That's a big part of our development, is to try to get our guys to mature and embrace the whole notion of serving as leaders.
My role has been the same. It's always been a leader, always to do whatever it takes to win. This year, I think the team's leaning on me to, take a few extra shots and be even more of a leader than I have been. So expect big things.
As we came in as freshmen, I think we all had the mindset that we were here for a reason. I think we've been waiting on this moment.
I think a big part of that will be Tony Watson and Gerard Odom, just in terms of, we're going to have to call on them more for leadership. And they've been in games down the stretch. It may be different things on different nights. And then, Orm started the last 13 games of regular season conference games. And he's going to have to play a bigger role as well. And those 3 are going to have to help guys like Corey Raley-Ross and Rafael Thomas Edwards. They're going to have to start to really step into, being guys that play, Xavier Ford, that play in every game. They've had some minutes in some big games, Cameron Downey as well. But the next step is, knowing you're going to play every game, not putting yourself in a position where you're trying to prove yourself, but just trying to, compete and help the team. Well, this was a great fit for Will in that he got a chance last year to come in, practice every day, practice hard, practice against guys like Titus Robinson and Mitchell Watt, who was Conference Player of the Year, and learn. And he needed that adjustment time. I think now he's more familiar with things. He's improved. The big key for him is going to be, can he settle down? Because he's been sitting a year and didn't play a lot his freshman year. So he may feel like he's been away from it for a couple of years. And then he's home. Can he settle down and just relax and perform?
They've all been great. Every coach has done something different, contribute something different to my game and the team's practice plan. But all of them have done a great job in making me and all my teammates a lot better. The thing that I'm looking forward to most is to be able to play for the city that I love and wear Buffalo on my jersey.
That's the biggest thing with Javon, is that we're trying to get Javon to think in terms of dominance, in terms of dominating, and not in terms of playing well, but in terms of dominating. And he needs to be a guy that can be deferred to and not be deferring to others. And that's the next step, I think, for him. It gives the players a chance to practice, first of all, the 10 practices. And it gives us a chance to do that as well. And then the next step is it gives us a chance to compete. So they're on the court, game officials, crowd, on the road, travel, meals. In one case, one of the games, we even did a scouting report and went over all of that, shoot around, all of those things that go into the preparation and the whole notion of competing. Lay it down on video, come in, watch it, assess it, evaluate it, try to figure out what needs to be tweaked, where we can improve. It certainly helps when you lose 4 of your top 5 leading scorers that have vehicles that you can use to try to help accelerate the development of the team.
It's been great. We've been really intense in practice. I think we've benefited from games in Canada and taking that into the season now and just practicing harder and just a step further than we would have been.
It's an exciting time of year, I think, for everybody, because everybody's 0-0. We've been looking forward to this all summer. It can be a long season. So we have to kind of pace that excitement a little bit and get it in the right place so that we're not, coming out of the gate like it's a 100-meter sprint. And the reality is it's more of a marathon.